What's going on, guys? Cody from Panda Bass Fishing. Thanks for tuning in to another video. Today we're doing something a little different. We're going to start addressing some subscriber questions, whether it been Facebook, Instagram, YouTube comments. You guys have asked us questions, you've asked for our opinions, and we're going to start doing videos to answer some of those. Today, what we're going to be tackling is spinnerbaits. More importantly, more specifically about the spinnerbait is painted blades. Are they useful? Do we use them? What is our opinion on it? Let's do it. So, question came in, I believe, off of Instagram. Somebody wanted to know what our feelings were on painted blades, on spinnerbaits. Did we use them? Have we ever used them? Do we like them? And just our general outlook on it. Yes, we've used them. Do we use them frequently? No. Do we like them? They have their place, is what we'll say. Me and Paul, as you guys know, we've said it a bunch. We like to keep things simple. If we have to go through extraordinary lengths on a certain bait to get fish to bite it, we're probably just going to move to another bait and find a bait they're going to bite more frequently and easier with less work on us. So that being said, let's get into it. Let's talk about the painted blade colors first. Let's just talk normal spinnerbait. This is a Bling by River to Sea. You guys know we love it. Willow leaf blades, and that's just silver. You also have gold, which is the other staple in everyone's tackle box. Then you have blades like this, or white blades. Then you have blades like this that are chartreuse. This one happens to be chartreuse with a little bit of silver also. And what I don't have here is an orange, that kind of hunter red blaze orange color that comes in handy for dirty water. And then last but not least, my favorite, and that's the real Vincent Van Gogh painted blade to look like a baby bass. And these ones are actually, even the small blade is painted really well too. They did a pretty good job. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about these ones first. These painted blades. I've thrown this maybe one time. It caught fish, but we were in clear water. What I think about it is that this is a baby bass color, even on the skirt. Scratch that out, Paul. What do I think about it? This is baby bass colored spinnerbait. So anytime you got fish that are keyed in on bait fish, this color is going to work. Now, when it comes to these painted blades, what I think is that it's a lot of work for the manufacturer, or maybe not because it just gets slammed on, but it's a lot of extra for nothing, in my opinion. Guys, this thing comes through the water and it's spinning. I mean, you can't tell me that a bass is going to see this thing spinning through the water and be like, hey, look, that blade is painted like a baby bass. I think we should eat it. No. All they're seeing is the backside, and they're seeing like little flashes of white and green. And for that reason, these painted to look like real fish don't play with me at all. I don't throw that thing anymore. There's no need for it. Moving on to white blades. Just straight white. Gonna get a hook in me if I'm not careful. It's kind of another one of those where I don't know what the bass are keyed in on that's white. You know, you might find some stained water. White works pretty good then. And sometimes, you know, you might just find a color that's working that day. You know, sometimes that does happen. And white might be it. I know during the spawn, like, we always heard that, right? Like, spawning bass don't like white. That's why everyone throws white plastics into beds. We catch bass on all kinds of colors plastics. I throw them into beds with bass, whatever I got tied on the top of the deck. Usually it's green pumpkin or black and blue. That being said, I don't know a whole lot of fish that are just straight white. I kind of think that this kind of gets thrown into a dirty water situation, but in that case, the skirt also needs to be a dirty watercolor, not opaque and green. So if you are going to have white blades, make sure it's on a white and chartreuse spinnerbait, or a white and orange, or pure chartreuse. So the white, in my opinion, the white and the fish painted blade, kind of out for me. I can keep my tackle box much more organized without that thing, just shrinking down to things that we know work and work all the time. So let's move on to the chartreuse blades. The ones I have are chartreuse and silver. And the silver, why I like these is because the straight chartreuse ones usually aren't super reflective. So this, having the chartreuse and the silver, even if it's dirty water, you got a little sun, you are still going to get some flash. Plus the other side of this is all silver. A lot of the times when you guys get those chartreuse blades or orange blades, they're orange or chartreuse all the way around, which if it's low light conditions and you're in, dirtier water, that'll be fine, because you're not getting the sun to reflect off the silver anyways, and you need that chartreuse or orange to give the bass something to key in on. So that I get, but most of the time if I'm throwing a spinnerbait, there's going to be sun out. That's really big for me. If there's no sun out and then the water's a little dingy, I'm probably not going to be throwing a spinnerbait. I'm going to be throwing something more like a square bill or a lipless, something that moves a lot, something that makes a lot of noise and doesn't require sun to flash off anything. And that's just me. That's me and Paul keeping our strategies simpler so that we can be more efficient. But I do think that the chartreuse and the orange blades play a role in that dirty water situation. And for me, I really like the chartreuse with the silver, because then at least in stained water, when it's sunny, I'm still getting that shine from the sun also. Just another example real quick. This is like a chartreuse white, also silverback, same thing. And you notice the chartreuse, straight chartreuse squirt, a little bit of skirt with a little bit of white. As for blade color, guys, I mean, it really comes down to your watercolor. I know they look cool, these ones painted to look like fish, and the white ones look clean, but at the end of the day, do they catch fish or not? And I need them to catch fish, regularly, to develop some sort of pattern. That's why me and Paul, we stick to the silvers and we stick to the golds, because we all know the golds work in dirtier water. They still reflect, gives them something to key in on. We know in a little bit cleaner water, silver works great. Most of the time we're throwing silvers again, and it starts to get stained to the point where I need gold blades, much more stain, and I'm not throwing a spinnerbait. That's just me, and Paul's the same way also. Now there is the other thing you can do that I wanted to address. It's far too much work for me, but some guys really into it, and that is, maybe you got really dirty water and you've got your favorite spinnerbait. Ours is the Bling. I'm going to use this one as an example. Maybe I've got real dirty water and Blings don't come with painted blades, and I wanted to do a spinnerbait video for you guys, so I wanted to go out and catch fish. We got dirty water, not a lot of light. Well, you guys could buy blades. You can buy blades from Tackle Warehouse. You can get them from Bass Pro Shops. Anywhere that sells tackle sells extra blades, and you can switch out your blades. So if you really wanted to run, for test for yourself, whether pure chartreuse or pure white or pure orange works, but you want to run on your favorite spinnerbait, which is what I would do, switch them out. Go get some blades. See if it makes it better. I've never done it, so I can't talk about it. But it could work. I could see that working. If I was that dedicated to throwing a spinnerbait. I don't know if that's what you guys want to do. Have at it. For me and Paul, I think that if the water was dirty enough that we thought we needed, straight chartreuse blades and there was no light, we'd probably be moving away from the spinnerbait. It's all about ease, guys, and make your job easier. We're already on a boat. You guys, you got 15 rods, maybe more, up on your deck. You're looking at your live target. You're looking at your maps, your sonar. Make it easier on yourself whenever you can. I'm not sure that painted blades is your answer to not getting bit on a spinnerbait. Simple as that. So silver, gold, and then those chartreuse or the oranges, guys. I think that's where you draw your line. In my opinion, especially. Paul, pretty similar with me on this, I know. Keep it simple, guys. So we hope you guys enjoy this video. We're going to be doing more videos like this, answering your guys' questions. We're going to try and put them out pretty regularly because we have questions coming in, and it's really important to us that we do these videos, not that we just answer you guys on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube comments, whatever it is. We will answer you guys. We'll always give you an answer, but we also want to do a video on it to show you guys close up and more in depth what we're talking about when we give you the answer. And we know you guys are asking, or someone asked, we know that other people probably have the same questions. So keep the questions coming, guys. We'll keep the answers coming. We'll keep videos coming. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, we'll see you later.